Hello guys, welcome to Studio Green Archi Labs. This is your second 3D Specs class. So in the previous class we discussed about basic user interface in 3D Specs and then we just saw how to set units and the tools that which we are going to use to create interior and exterior modeling. And then we just saw about the command panels, how important it is. Then we saw about animation toolbar, camera properties, and then we just saw about the viewports, the basic default viewports, and how to maximize it and minimize it using Alt plus W, and how to set different styles of viewports using the corner viewport style. And then we just discussed about how to control it using mouse, like how to zoom in, zoom out, how to pan, and how to orbit. And there is another method also for doing orbit guys. Like yesterday we saw that pressing Alt button in the keyboard and then um, clicking the cursor button and holding it and then just moving the mouse, we can do orbit. Okay, there is another method. Just go to this place and click any corner of this cube. I'm clicking this corner and just click and hold the corner. No move. So like this way also you can orbit. Okay. But the most preferred way to do orbit is just to press Alt in the keyboard and then press the cursor button and hold and just do the. This is the most preferred way. You can also do orbit by just clicking this corner on this cube and hold it. You can orbit. This is also the another way. Okay. And in today's class, in this class, we will discuss about standard primitives, which will be available in command panels. As I told yesterday, that command panel is very, very important. Like 80% of your work will be belong in command panel. So everything is in here. 80 to 90% of your work for interior and exterior work will be done using just command panel. So that's how important this command panel is. Okay. And after standard primitives, we'll learn about the basic tools, how to use it, how to apply it, like how to use the move tool, how to use the rotate tool, how to use the scale tool with the shortcut keys, as well as how to copy. There are different types of copy. What is the purpose of that copy, and how to group things, ungroup things. Such things we will learn in this class. Okay. Now coming to the command panel. See, in the command line, the very first icon that shows is a plus. The plus indicates create. Whatever that you want to create, just click on that plus icon. That is where you want to create anything. That will be available under this create option. So this plus icon indicates the create. So just click on this plus icon. Under the create option, you will, these are the things which will be available, like geometry, shapes, lights. These are the things that will be available under the create option. So now we will be just focusing on geometry. In the further classes, we will discuss what shape is all about and further lights like that. So now we will focus on geometry. So under this geometry, we have standard primitive. So just click on the standard primitives. You will see other things available like standard primitives, extended primitives, compound objects, doors, AEC extended, stairs. There's so many things available under this geometry. So we will focus only on the things which are useful for creating interior and exterior modeling. Now we will just focus on standard primitives. In this class, we will learn about standard primitives. So in the next class and further classes, we'll learn about extended primitives, compound options, and other things which are useful for interior and exterior design modeling in this software. Okay. Now once I click standard primitives, under the standard primitives, I have these options: box, cone, sphere, geosphere, cylinder, tube, torus, pyramid, teapot, plane, text plus. So these are the options that is available under the standard primitives. Okay. Now I'm just clicking on box. See, once you click on the box, parameters will be shown. So you can set a value like whatever the value you want to give to length, the value you want to give to width, the value that you want to give to the height. So you can add a value and then you create a box. But what we do is first we create the box and then we can save edit the parameters using modifier. So modifier is one of the important thing in command panel. Whatever things that you create, once creating the thing, you can modify it however you want. So either you can set a value here, or you can just create the thing and then go to modifier and you can change the value however that you want to do that in the parameters. So now first we will create a thing. See, we'll create a box. Now give a left click and drag. Now leave the left click, move the mouse upside. That's all. Now again give a left click. That's all. This is how you have to create anything, any object. I'll show you again. See, click on box, left click, drag. Now leave the left click, move the mouse upside, and again click a left click. That's all. Now to come out of this option, give a right click. That's all. Now this now this object is done. So just click select this object and go to modifier. Now you have the parameters option. So you can edit however that you like. See, I'm giving the length of 6 feet and width I'm giving 6 inch and height I'm giving 10 feet. See, using box now we created a wall thing. Like using this box tool, we created a wall, just a 6 inch wall with the length of 6 feet and the height of 10 feet. Like this, how we can make use of these tools in our modeling, in like interior and exterior modeling. So using this standard primitive, in under the standard primitives, we have see before that we had a standard primitive, but now we can't see that standard primitive that box tools. Why? Because we are in modifier. Once we created a box, once we created an object, we went to modifier to modify it. Once we came to modify, the parameters are shown to edit the object. No, so we edited, we gave the length, we gave the width, we gave the height, and we can also give the segments. I'll show what the segments means. See, go to default shading here, click on it, and just click edge faces. So the segments are shown. If I increase the segment, see, segments are shown. If I increase the width segment, here the difference is coming. If I show the height segment, see, this is what segments means. You can give it how much ever that you want. So in the plane surface, in while making a model for like interior model, that time it will be very useful to have segments. If you want to separate this surface and this surface, or you want to make uh, like bed back cushion. So that time you can have cushion over there and leave a blank space or create a wooden material like that. In that kind of usage, we can utilize these segments. So I'm just telling you to understand this thing. So what the thing I was telling you is before that we had an option called standard primitives, and then we had certain tools which are like box, cone that were available. But now it's not available because we are in a modifier zone. Once we created an object, we came to modifier. So in this modifier, we have a modifier list like we can edit whatever things that we want. We can just use these things. We'll discuss these things in the further classes. So now we are in modifier list. Under that modifier list, we have parameters for the object that we created. Now, if we want to create again this object, then you have to again go to the create option. See, click on this plus icon. We came back. We came back to the previous standard primitives. We are again have these things. Box, square. Yeah, these things are available again. So that's the difference between create, modify. Okay. So just understand this, guys. This will be helpful in further to create the models. So just try to understand it. Everything will not be very useful, but some things like the box. Now we know using the box we can create a wall, and once we create a wall, once we create such object, we can also create use the bed back cushion using this box, and we can separate it using segments so that we can apply different materials at different places. So just understand it, and once you understand it, you will know what to use where to use which thing. That's all. Okay. Again, I'm creating a box. See, now again, I'm clicking on box and giving a left click and dragging it and leaving the left click and moving the mouse upside and just again clicking the left click. That's all. I created a bar. Now click the right click to come out of it. That's it. To off these edges, just again go to this edge face, click on it, and just untick the edge face. That's all. The edges will be gone. Now let's see. We'll create a cone. See, I'm clicking on the left click on the mouse, just dragging. Now I'm leaving the left click, moving the mouse upside, and then again giving a click on the left click. Wait one second. See, clicking the cone, left click, drag, leave the left click, move upside. Now again press the left click and move however that you wish. If you want to, my mouse cursor is not proper responsive. Clicking on the cone, left click, drag, leave the left click, move upside, and again click the left click. Now hold, click on left click and hold. This is how you can make it larger or you can reduce it to small. That's how the phone is created. Leave the left click and you can Now to come out of it, just click on the right hand. That's how the code is. Now again, to see the segments, go to modifier. Once you created the code, just go to modifier and now you can set the value. Like now I want to give the radius about 3 feet. Upper radius, let it be 0. Or else if you want to make it an opposite, you can give it like 6 feet. See, completely change. But we'll give here a 0 is that's for height we'll give 6 6 feet. See, perfect cone is great. Now see the segment part. To view the segment, again we have to go to default shading and just tick the edge faces. So you can see the edges. That's how we can create objects. Now again we come to create, we'll create sphere. See, left click, drag, and leave the left click. That's sphere is clicked. So this is how sphere. Now come to modify. We have a radius. Just drag here. See, left click and just move up or down. The scale will be set. You can make it large and small. Or else you can just set a value. I'm giving it 3 feet. And segments, you can reduce segments. See, see, the thing is completely changing if we reduce the segment. Only with 4 segments, it is looking like this shape. If we increase the segment, keep on increasing the shape is changing. So, see, I'm increasing and keep on increasing the segment, the smoother sphere is becoming. So, the maximum segment, it will have that smooth sphere will be. So, just analyze it. Once you create it and you just come to the modifier and you see what are the things available there and try to uh, try to just analyze it. You will know what is it all about. It is not useful, very useful, but you will understand it and you know the thing when you create an interior or exterior. That time you will know through these things you can make such thing. Okay, so it became much smoother than before. So now again you see if there is another option that is smooth. If I untick that smooth and I off the edge faces, see there is no smoothness. The lines are seen. The lines vertically and horizontally, the lines are seen. So now if I click on smooth, the lines are gone. That's just you have to understand. Once you see this and you use this, you will understand the things what is available. Like you will know. So just try to use these things and modifier each and everything. Try to utilize it. You will understand it better. So it is all, if we want a smooth surface, then we have to click on smooth so that we will get a smooth surface. If we uncheck on the smooth, we will see all the lines, the segments in that sphere. So it is better to have a smooth. If you want to have a smooth surface, then click on the smooth. Now there is another option which is hemisphere. See, it is making a hemisphere. If you want to make it a hemisphere, we can make it. Just see. These are the options that are available. So creating a sphere, you can also create a hemisphere within the modifier. Okay. Now there's this option called chop. Now the option called squash. We'll click on the squash and we'll try the first way. Okay, it's almost same like that. Okay, chop and squash are almost same. So keep it in chop itself and we'll keep it to 0. Now there's an option called slice on. Click on the slice and see. I'm increasing the slice. Can you see the objects are being sliced? So I'm using this one, slice tool. This is how you can do. These are not very useful, but you can you can understand this by just use it and you will understand it when it is needed. Wherever that it will be needed, you can have an idea that using these things we can make such thing. So just have an idea. Okay. Now we'll just come out of this and leave. And again we'll create the next option. Geosphere. So again I'm clicking a left click, dragging it, and now delete. Sphere and geosphere are almost same, but the difference is once you go to the default shading and click on the edge faces, now you can see the difference. These has clean, vertical, and horizontal line, but these have triangular segments. That's the only difference in geosphere and normal sphere. So if you go and modify, same thing, increase the radius, and in segment part, see, it is almost like all the segments will triangle. If you increase the triangle, the smoother it will go. See, we'll keep up to 12. Okay. And see what is this? I myself don't know what are these things tetra, octa, ecosm. But I'm just trying to know. Like that, same you also try to understand it. Once we start creating interior and exterior, we will know how to utilize these things. That is why we have to just see what are the things that are available in under the modifier. What if there are so many things available. Each thing if we do each thing, what it does with the option. So that when we do interior and exterior modeling, that time we can utilize these elements. Now I'm clicking on tractor. See the segments is there is a difference in the segments while compared to icons. I'm clicking on octa. See the segment is changed. I'm clicking on it goes hacking. That's all. There's a difference in segment. If I reduce it, it is like triangle, tetra, octa, the shape is changed. Icosa, the shape is changed. So in tetra, we have a basic thing. So now if we increase it, the same sphere is available, but in a different segments, different triangular segments. Click on octa, same sphere we can get, but in different triangular segments. We'll keep it to icosa itself. Again, the smooth option is available. If you uncheck the smooth, and just off the edge faces. See, you see those lines, the segment surface there, sharp surfaces will be seen on the option. To smoothen that, we have to click on smooth. The smoothness will be appear. So that's why if you want the smoothness, you have to check the smoothness. If you don't want, you can leave it to unsmooth. For example, if you want to create a golf ball, at that time you can just no need to click on smooth so that it can look like a realistic golf ball. So that time you don't need to click on the smooth. But if you want a smooth sphere, then that time you can click on the smooth. Okay. Again, the hemisphere option is available. Just click hemisphere. Okay. And now we'll go to another option, cylinder. Click and drag. Wait, one second. Click and drag. My mouse is not working properly. Sorry. 1 minute. Click, drag, and leave the click. Move upside, and again click. That's up. Now give a right click to come out of. Now go to modifier. You have these options: radius to change the radius, height to change the height, segments. These segments only you can see by checking the edge faces. So these are segments. You can set how many segments that you want. Cap segments. See, you can see the cap segments and sides. See, till here we just saw the segments which will make for in sphere. The segments we increase the segments, the smoother it will become. We reduce the segments, the less smoother it will become. Now in this, if we reduce the sides, it becomes like a triangle. If we increase the sides, it becomes a smoother cylinder. That's all. This is the thing. This just you have to use these things, all these things, you will have a better understanding about these things. So once you try this, you will able to know how to utilize it in your modeling interior, exterior, and okay. The same thing available, smoothness, slice, see, slice, slice two, same thing. Just I'm offing the slice. That's all. Now we'll go and create two. Click, click. No, 1 second. Do left click and drag and leave the left click. Sorry guys, 1 second. Do left click and drag. Leave the left click, inner radius, and click again. Long way to offset. This is how tube is created. Okay, I show you again. Click, drag, leave the click. See, left click, drag, leave the left click, inner side, move towards inner side of outer side, give an inner or outer radom, and then again click and now move upwards or downwards. However, that's how the tube is created. And go to modify, change the radius, change the radius to just to give the thickness for this and height, change the height if you want. Segments increase or decrease segments and cap segment. Sides to smoothen it. uncheck smooth, if you want to check on the same thing, slice on, um, see, that's all. Using these kind of shapes, we can utilize it in anything that we want, like a bar counter. It looks like a bar counter. If you want a spherical bar counter, using this tube, we can create a bar counter or any counter, cafe counter, so that now you can understand. If we slice it little much more less, see, we can create a counter as like semicircle counter. So now we have got an idea how to create a semicircle counter using this tube and slicing it off and making it as a semicircle counter. So like these tools, once we create, we get an idea how to utilize it in interior and exterior model. That's all. Just you have to try all this model. You will get an idea. Now again go to create option. You have torus. We use torus now. See, click, drag, or leave the click. You can change the radius this one and click. That's all. Now go to modify. You have radius, overall radius, tube radius, rotation, first segment, side. That's all guys. Smoothness, all smoothness, side, segments, none. So these are the options available under the smooth. And again, click on slice. See, and check the smooth. Slide, uncheck the slice. Now we'll create another object, which is pyramid. Now click and wait. Click on pyramid, click here and drag. However that you want. Once you have sorry guys, click on pyramid, click here and drag. Click on pyramid and drag it like this and leave the clip and move towards outside. That's all. See, click now on this and however that the shape you want, drag it to that shape and leave the clip and move outside. This is how you can create a pyramid. And go to modifier. Now you can change the width. Now you can change the depth. You can change the height. You can change the width segment. You can change the depth segments. You can change the height segment. That's all. Now again come to create what is left. Teapot. Just create a teapot. It is already set. The teapot is already set. Uh, there is nothing to change in it. This is a default teapot and it is not used that much like other objects. So if you go into modifier, you can, if you want to change the size, you can change segments and you have teapot path. So just remove audit path remove handle, and use power, lid. That's what. So this is how the process. So now we'll go to my next option, which is a plane. Plane is very, very important, guys. The box and plane are very, very important. In the standard primitive, this box and plane is going to be very, very useful for creating interior and exterior modeling. So now I'm clicking on plane, clicking and drag now. Okay, just create a plane. Just click on plane, click and drag, click and drag. That's how. Now go to modify, give a length. Let's see, I'm going to give it like 10 feet. Again, I'm going to give it 10 feet. It looks full large. Wait, I'll give it to 5 feet. 5 feet. And I'll move it. That's all. Now see, I want to give segments also. Even segments has 5 and 5 equal. Now see, using this plane in the interior, you can create a flow like 1 feet by 1 feet, 1 feet by 1 feet, 1 feet by 1 feet time. So this is how you can utilize this plane and box. But mostly this plane and box are useful in creating interior and exterior model. It will be very helpful. So under this standard primitives, box and plane are very, very important. So that's how you can create an edit plane. Scale, scale, density, total faces, so these will be render multiplier. So leave these things. Only we have to edit these things. Now let's move on to the final text plus. You guys, you keep trying this. Once you keep trying this, then only you will understand like how to create. It will become easier for you to do it in further things. Now this is text. Just click and go to modifier and change the text like greediness max. And now come below whatever font that you want to use. Click it, select this text and then change it. Give it to anything, maybe one, click it, make it Titanic, I click the text, and now sign, tracking, new, scale, vertical scale, horizontal scale, reset parameters. So this is how you can edit the text, guys. No, take your time, guys. Just try all these things. Then only you will understand it. We'll continue after this. We'll continue the tools how to use move tool, rotate tool, scale tool, and copy, grouping, ungrouping. So, guys, try this out. We'll continue it later. Thank you, guys. Okay, guys, now let's continue with the next part. I hope you guys have practiced and I hope you guys have understood what that you have learned and observed in this class. So I I recommend you to keep practicing. Once you keep practicing, then only you will be able to know things and understand things, and it will become easy to work further in doing interior and exterior modeling. So keep practicing, guys. Once I've teach you, just learn this and practice it. Once you practice, then it will become easy for you to understand everything. So now let's continue with the next part. And now you will learn about how to use move tool, how to use rotate tool, and how to copy things. There are different types of copy. What is the purpose of them? And how to group things and ungroup things. So we will learn this now. So now first we will see how to use move tool. See, first you have to select an object. I'm selecting this code. Okay. So the shortcut key for move is W. Press W. So this gumball will be showing. This gumball will appear. Okay. Or else if you one method is to press W, that is the shortcut for move. Or else you can directly go and press click on here. This is the move, and it shows that W is the shortcut key for move. And next there's a rotate. The shortcut key for rotate is E. It shows right below this. So if you see the scale, for scale we have shortcut key that is R, but it's not showing here. But when we press R, we will get an option for scale. So now see, I have selected. See, I'm selecting this phone. I already have a command. That means I'm in a move command. Now I'm pressing E, which is for rotate. See, the thing is changed. Now again I'm pressing W. Now I came back to here. This is how it's going to work. So select this option and now just click on this Y and move the mouse. See, you can move this towards Y axis. If you want to move towards X axis, just click on the X axis and this is how you can move. If you want to move to Z axis, then just click on the Z axis and this is how you can use the movement. Okay. And now we will see how to rotate things. See, I'm either I'm going to click over here on the rotate icon. The rotate thing will appear. Or else I can press E. I'm just pressing E on my keyboard. See, E. The thing is changed. So now I can rotate it. See, green is shown, blue is shown, red is shown. But when I come near to the red circle, it converts to yellow. That means I'm on that red line. See, I'm going near to the red. It changes to yellow. That means I can rotate in that red axis. See, now I'm going near to the blue line, blue circle. So the blue is highlighted with yellow. That means I can rotate on blue axis. See, now I'm going to move my cursor near to the green line. So when I come near to the green line, the green becomes yellow. That means I can rotate this in yellow direction. See, I can rotate everything in green direction. So this is how the rotate works. So If you want to rotate it in particular angle, like if you want to rotate it in complete 90-degree angle or 45-degree angle, then you have to move to the angle snap toggle. This is angle snap toggle. Just click on it. Press. Just click on this angle snap toggle, and then click. Give a right click. Now it is shown in the angle space that it is 5 degree. So change this to 90 degree and just press enter and close this. Now, if you want to move, see 90, 90, 90, 90, 90, 90, 90, like that. If I want to move 90 on that side, I have to move 90 down that side, 90 degree downside, 90 degree this side, and again 90 degree upside. So same thing I'm doing from the red axis, 90 degree, like that. Yeah, 90 degree that side, 90 degree downside, 90 degree this side, 90 degree upside. Same thing I can do for this. I can do, won't be different. For this, if I have to see on the blue axis, I'm turning 90 degree, 90 degree, 90 degree. So in this way, you can move in perfect angle. If you want to change the angle, then again click. If you click on this, the angle will it will become off. So again, click on it to on this. This blue color should be highlighted. That means it is the angle swapping is on. If you click on it once again, then it will be off. So make sure that this angle snap is on. So I'm clicking it. Now it is on. And then right click and change the angle 45 degree. Enter and close. Now if I rotate, right, now if I rotate, it is rotating 45 degree. See, it's rotating in 45 degree. If I have to rotate it in right axis, see, it is rotating 45 degree. This is how you have to rotate with sharp angles. So this just try it down, case. Just try this, guys. For move, just press W. See, I'm selecting this one, pressing W. The move command comes. So I can move either this side or X side or Z side. Okay. And if I want to rotate, then just press E. That means I can rotate. I can rotate it in now the 45 degrees highlighted. If I give a right click, 45 degrees highlighted. So I can rotate it in 45 degree. All right. So this is how you can move and rotate. Right. Now let's come to copy. How can you copy? So click on this. Now I have the rotate command is already applied. If I have to copy, then again I have to come back to move command. Either click over here or just press W. I have already came to move command. Now, if I want to move, I can move this side. However, that I can move. Now, if I have to copy, just press Shift key in the keyboard and then move. See, I can move and I can make a copy. Okay. And once I do that and leave the mouse click, this dialog box will appear. I will show you again. Before, see, for example, if you want to move this gumball, the move gumball should be here. Then only you can move it. If it is in rotate, see for now I have to move and copy this cone, but rotate is applied here. I have to change, so I can press on W to apply the move command, or I can just click here in the move command. Now I'm pressing W, so I got this option. Now I want to move it, so I can move it anywhere in any direction. Now the same move is applied here. Now if I want to copy, just I have to press Shift and then move. See, I can copy. Now I've made a copy here. Once I leave the click, this dialog box appears. So this is very, very important, guys. In this copy, these things are very important. If I just click on copy, it is just going to be copied. But if I click on instance, it is going to be completely different. If I click on reference, it is going to be completely different compared to these two. So for now, I just leave to copy. Like I give you here and three number of copies, three. Okay. So I got copies of extra three copies I got. So this is how the copy is done. But now I'll show other thing. See, I move this to here, and now I'm copying this, pressing shift. Wait, now I am going to copy this. I'm pressing on shift and copying this. And now I'm using instance command. I'm clicking this, giving this three, and clicking on that. Now this is also copied, this is also copied, but difference is this is just copy, this is instance. So now if I go to modify and change the height or radius, nothing is going to affect here. If I click this and change the height, and if I click this and change the segments, so nothing is going to affect in other things. But now if I click this and go to modify and change the radius, if I click here, if I change anything in one thing, other things also will be changed. That's the difference between copy and instance. This is also copied, this is also copied, but this is copied in a by choosing a copy method. These are copied using instance method. That's the difference in copy. And it is very important, guys. For reference, we'll discuss that in the next classes. For now, these two is enough so that you can understand it. In the later classes, I'll explain about what the difference between reference, instance, and copies. Now you guys know what the difference between copy and instance. So in next class, we'll discuss about what the difference between the reference. So see this, the things which will be used in the design like interior or exterior. If you are arranging plants, okay, if you want to copy plants, vegetations things like small plants and other things. So you can use copy command and you can choose the copy over there. So once you copy many things and you can adjust the scale, so other things won't be changed. But if you have designed a ceiling light, okay, if you have designed a ceiling lamp, and again at that time, if you want to copy it and place it 10 lights in the same other rooms as well, that time you have to use instance. Because if you want to change the style of lamp, if you edit in one place, like if I want to reduce the size of the light, if I change in one light, all the lights will be changed at the same time. So I don't need to change in everything. For plants and that kind of thing, I can just make a copy and if I adjust it, it won't be affected in other things. So it will look like realistic. But for lights and for the like furnitures, if you have a dining table, there is a chair. If you are copying a chair uh, and placing it four copies, then suddenly you are changing a design in chair. That time you have to make the use of copy instead. So if you change the design in one chair, the same changes will happen in other chair as well. Like same thing applies to light. If you have designed a ceiling light, if you want to change the intensity or just want to change the model, the style of the light, if you just change of one light, other lights will be changed as well. So that's the difference between copy and instance. And the reference part we'll discuss in further classes. For now, uh, these two, you should know the difference between these two. Okay. Next thing is scale. See how to use the scale. Let's take this pyramid. Now, this is the scale option. This is the scale tool. I'm just clicking scale. So this thing is up here. See, I'm pressing W. I came back to move tool. I'm pressing E. I came to rotate tool. Now I'm pressing R. I came to scale tool. Either you can click over move here directly or rotate or scale, or else you can press W for me, E for rotate, R for scale. Now if you want to scale just towards x-axis, I'm clicking towards x-axis and scale. This is how you can scale. If you want to scale towards y-axis, just click on y-axis and drag. This is how you can scale. If you want to scale towards z-axis, just click on it and drag. This is how you can scale. Okay, right? But if you want to scale uniformly towards all three axes, then go to the center. Center, the yellow thing is highlighted. Now click on it and scale. See that from center, that yellow should be highlighted. Press on the click on that and drag it. It will be uniformly scaled. Okay, this is how the scale will be used. This is how the scale will be done. Scale part is done by doing like this. Just try this, guys. You will understand. Now I'm making it bigger, so I will scale it from the center, and all sides, x-axis, y-axis, and z-axis, all will be scaled together. So just try this, guys. Once you try this, you will understand. Okay. Now the next thing is grouping. See, I want to group all these four into one. For example, if you have a sofa in interior and if you want to move that sofa little bit like, like let's say 3 feet next to the present location. So at that time, the sofa will have pillows, three or four pillows, and it will have separate arm rest. So each and everything will be separated. So to make, if I have to move that, I have to select each and everything and move. So that is difficult and it will take time. Instead of that, we have to group things. So for that, I have to select that sofa, that pillow, and that armrest all together and group it and then move it. It will become easier for me to move like that. So I will show how to group it. See, I'm selecting this stone and I'm coming back. I'm pressing W to come back to move it. Okay. Now I've clicked this cone and then I want to select all these three as well and make it as one group. Now I'm clicking on it. Press Control in keyboard and click. You will select both. And press Control and click. You will select three. And press Control and click. You will select all these four. This is one method to select. If you want to select all together at one space, then you can use your mouse and drag it like this. You can select it in this way as well. If there's nothing behind this cone, if there's no other objects, then you can just select, take your mouse and just drag and select all these things. Okay, you can just drag your mouse and select all these things. This is one way, or else you can just click and press Control and click, press Control and click this object, press Control and click this object as well. Now you have to group this. To group this, you have to go to the top. You can see group on there. Just click on this group and you will see this group option. Just click on it. And now, if you want to rename it, you can rename it. If you don't want, it's leave it as it is and just click OK. I'm clicking OK. Now it has become a group. This is how you can make a group. So now together, all four together, I can move easily. All four together, I can make easily. Now if I want to rotate all four together, I will press E and see I'm rotating. I'm rotating it as a 45 degree. As I have already set it in the 45 degree. I am changing it to 90 degree now and crossing. See, I'm rotating everything in 90 degree. 90 degree. So once I have created the group and I can rotate all these things together easy to. So if there is a furniture, then I can group all those things and I can easily move it one together and rotate it together. And also I can scale this together, or just want to scale the z-axis or x-axis or y-axis. So like this, you can work as. I hope you guys are able to understand these things. So this is how this move tool, rotate tool, scale tool, and group things are going to work. Now, if you want to ungroup these, let's see, you don't want this to be the part of your group. So if you want to ungroup, then just I'm clicking the move tool. Now, just it is already selected this thing. Go to the group and just click on ungroup. That's all. Everything is ungroup. This is how you can do group and ungroup things, guys. Just try it out, you will understand it, guys. So I want to show you one more thing. Wait, I'll create one box. I'll off this edges. Okay, I'll off this. Now one more thing is this one, snap top. You can press yes to on this and to off this. I'm pressing yes now. So this snap toggle is on. Pressing yes again, it is off. Pressing yes, snap toggle is on. And right click, you will have these options. For now, I'm just clicking on vertex. That's all. In later classes, we'll discuss about other snap objects as well. For now, just click on vertex and close it. Just click on vertex and close it. Okay. Now I'm pressing on W to move. See, I can just get snapped to the every corner because I have I have in the snap option I have clicked the vertex, so I can easily the snap object is making me to move towards corner easily. Now from this corner I can move this. I can make a copy of this See now, for example, I'm moving this with a copy tool. See, I'm pressing a shift and making a copy. Let's say 1 minute. See, one second there. Off this grid, only keep vertex on, uncheck these grid points. For now, just on this vertex point alone and uncheck all the other points and close. Yeah. Now I'm moving this. Now I'm making a copy of this. Okay. Yeah. I'll keep an instance. I'm pressing OK. See, now the snap is on and in the snap I have only selected the vertex. So whenever I go move my mouse to the corner, this corner vertex is highlighted. So now I can click on this and directly I can move to the edge. Like, see, I'm pressing shift and I'm pressing shift and moving on screen. Guys, I'll show you again this. Press shift and create a copy instance, and I make a copy of let's say 3. Okay. Now I want to move this and place it next to this. So I have on the snap tool and only vertex. I have only on the vertex. Only those. Now I'm selecting this vertex and clicking on it. One second. Yes, click on that. Once you move your mouse to the corner, you will see the plus sign. Just click and hold on it and move to this corner or this corner or that corner, wherever you want. I'm clicking them and dragging it and pasting it here. So I can copy those things if I am owning the snap and clicking on I'm clicking on vertex, then I can move that object exactly corner to corner, edge to edge. I can place it at the edge and place it corner to corner. So, if, for example, if I'm making a stairs, see, if I want to make a stairs, I'm clicking on it. I can just place exactly at the edge. Clicking on, just moving it. So, yes, just move there. See, like this, I can make stars as well. Clicking on this, selecting the option, mm, just move your cursor to the corner and just click and turn and move. This is how you can make stars. So the snap option is important so that you can place the objects edge to edge and corner to corner. Like this is how you can make stars as well, and you can place the object just edge to edge. I'm clicking this object and dragging it and moving it here. Like this, you can place this object as So, sorry guys, my mouse is a little bit, sorry for that. In today's class, I have completed the topics which I had to cover. So please practice it. Once you practice it, it will be easier for me. I hope you guys understood. Let's see in the next class, guys. Thank you.